Salute. What's the word, y'all? What's the word? Sincere Jones back, just chiming in. I've been going for a little while. It's been a lot of things going on, you know? So I wanted to chime in on some things. Salute, salute, bro. Salute. Appreciate you. Appreciate you stopping by. Or definitely appreciate you stopping by, man. I've been out of tune, well, not out of tune, just out of sync lately, man. It's a lot going on the tube. It's been things going on with me too as well. I've seen a lot of guys beefing, a lot going on in the industry, like a lot going on in this world. I should have been chiming in and tuning in on some things. So, but it's a lot of stuff going on in real life too. It be that way sometimes. Sometimes you can't really, what I'm saying, always come on YouTube, son. But I hope everything good with you, brother. Hope everybody else is good. If it's any more viewers in, I can't see the view count right now. Now I know everyone's probably seen the Charleston White and Hassan Campbell beef going on. Yo, Brooklyn Rider, a lot of things like, what I'm saying, a lot of things don't be appear to seem what they be, but that's a case that had happened to me when I was younger, when I was in high school. You feel me? If you go back to Wax AP channel, I explained my whole situation of what happened to me. It was my last year of high school, and this chick, she just, what I'm saying, she got upset, she got tight that, what I'm saying, I was clowning her in front of the homies. You get what I'm saying? So when that happened, it was after school. You get what I'm saying? Like when that happened, she see me clowning her in front of the homies. She was giving me top inside the in the locker room and shit. And then she see me just laughing at her. We was looking at her, pointing at her. Then 15 minutes later, while the buses is coming to get us, the dean comes and snatch me, bro. You get what I'm saying? And then everything just went left from there. I was already on probation for a robbery from when I was 16 years old. You get what I'm saying? Like that was my last year of high school. Like that shit done fucked me up so much and so crazy. Like, and it's not like I was even being smart with anything after that shit happened to me because I was still in the streets running around like a fool. You get what I'm saying? Like I was supposed to be inside just doing what I gotta do, focusing, try to get a job. But I fucked myself over by getting arrested again before that whole case was dismissed. Get what I'm saying? And that's the reason why, what I'm saying, I'm on the internet now and I gotta register and all of that bullshit, bro. Fucked up. Get what I'm saying? Like, I'm saying, like, she fucked me over. I can't even really just say that because I fucked myself over. I should have never, I'm saying? A young, thirsty nigga, what I'm saying? Should have never engaged in that type of, what I'm saying? In that type of shit right there, man. I would have never got caught up. Bitch was a straight hoe, bro. Shit crazy, man. Well, I ain't here to deny nothing. If I sit here and lie about shit like nah, I don't know, that shit just gonna make me look crazy. You heard Brooklyn Rider, bro? Like shit gonna make me look crazier and crazier, my guy. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with keeping shit 100. You know what I'm saying? It's always gonna be people that's gonna rock with you. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be people that don't. It's gonna be people that judge you on shit like that. Word. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't say I don't got nothing to be ashamed of because that shit is embarrassing to see yourself like that. You know what I'm saying? For your family to see you like that. You get what I'm saying? I got kids, bro. This shit real, my nigga. Gangster. But that's another reason why I don't like to, you know what I'm saying? Like to engage in beefs and shit like that on YouTube because dudes be digging shit up on you and putting shit out there and editing narratives. You feel me? And then they got other people that's just gonna ride with it. It happens like that sometimes. Feel me? It's like even with Scheme Team, You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Scheme Team, salute to Scheme, you know, like even though we had our little fallouts, but I still always wish the best for Scheme. You get what I'm saying? That's everybody for that matter. Everybody in the world for that matter. No cap. That's like with that, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of stuff been going on with him. You know, everybody just put their 2 cents and put their little they put their 2 cents and they put their little, you know what I'm saying, they narratives on shit, judging niggas. Same thing that's going on with Wax AP. He going through his little things right now. You know what I'm saying? He got his issues with guys on YouTube. So, you know, people doing they searching and they putting narratives on things. It's like with everybody on here. You get what I'm saying? Like anybody that got something going on with them or anybody that just got an issue. You know what I'm saying? If another nigga don't like you, he gonna put a narrative out on you. You know what I'm saying? Something can happen with you. You get what I'm saying? But they gonna put their own narrative like they was there, like they really know what's going on. That's how that should be sometimes.
Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings.
Salute, brother. Salute, man. How you?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. Fresh out of the bed, man, but I'm doing good.
Yeah, man. Appreciate you stopping by, man. Appreciate you stopping by, brother. Showing some love. Definitely,
Yeah,
man.
for sure. For sure.
Or I just had to. I remember I was telling AP all the time. I said, "Yo, I'm coming back when the new year hit." But you know, I was just a little bored, and I'm like, "Let me just, you know what I'm saying, just see if I just get any love this morning. See if I get anybody to stop through. You know what I'm saying,
Oh, for
just
sure.
probably
For
just
sure. For
discuss a
sure.
couple of things and talk." Or
Yeah, I saw your name come across. You know I had to come show that love. You know I did.
yeah, man, I definitely appreciate it, brother. No lie, man. Because I was just
Yes,
getting ready
sir.
to discuss, like, just talk about the the Kanye West thing, and you know how Charleston White's going crazy with Hassan Campbell. So you know, a
Mm-hmm.
lot of these guys, I don't know if Charleston White and Hassan Campbell little thing might be real, or I'm not sure if it's really,
I mean,
I'm
both
saying if
of
he
them, both.
really dislike him now, because I know they was cool, but Charleston White, he's like kind of independent. Get what I'm saying? And then the way he was saying these things about Haas, I don't know if it might be real, because they was mad cool. So I just hope it ain't a thing for numbers. And Hassan Campbell didn't respond yet, so that's just not like Hassan Campbell to not
Right.
respond. He like to talk his he like to talk his mess too.
Right. But the thing is, with one against the other one is still striving to get a bigger name, and the other one have a bigger name. With Charleston White got recognized through his vocal with talking. Like it wasn't the shit that he was saying; it was the shit that how he was putting it, how he was bringing. So everything that he's accusing Highs of, he's about damn near guilty of the same shit. You know what I'm saying? The
Definitely.
only difference is between him and Highs. Uh, 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 Charleston don't have the gay rap on his name, but they both do got in common of saying the wrong things, like raping white women, all kind of shit. So I feel like one favor deserve another one. If they was decide to cancel Hassan Campbell, they need to cancel Charleston White too, because like I mean they still got videos out there with this man talk about raping white women and shit like that, and it's already we already got a fucked up community where we trying to build back up, and for him to be our children activist, I don't feel safe about that. I just don't feel safe about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, definitely. I understand because they said that they saying things that's not really bringing too much awareness. Like they're bringing awareness, but the way they go about it, I think it's like more of they're putting danger to the communities. You get what I'm saying? It's like they disrespect the deceased. They come at the victims' families. They talk crazy about the victims' families. Sometimes you got to realize these people are hurting. Like y'all don't
Yeah, but
understand that
see
these
the
people are
but see
hurting.
the, but see the difference is I lost a lot of respect for Charleston White over the Hassan situation. Hassan is not trying to youth our kids. You know what I'm saying? Hassan just basically trying to drag along the victim story. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
With Charleston White, he actually deal with these kids. He go to juvenile centers, go in, check in, clock in, shit like
yeah,
that. And I'm pretty sure after he go to these centers and talk to these kids, some of these kids are getting on YouTube and following him because they're gonna always remember, oh yeah, that's Mr. White. He the man that comes to the detention center, or he the man that comes to the group home and talk to us. Yeah. Man, let's go over there and see what he's talking about online. Then when they flip online, all that shit he be saying in the center is different from what he be saying on YouTube. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So,
definitely.
like, I don't. To me, I don't really believe neither one of them deserve a chance to be on YouTube. Both of them got some bullshit going on. They both need to be canceled. If one be canceled, the other one need to be canceled.
Yeah, because they're not really setting a they're not really setting a good example like to me, I don't think it's really setting like an example for someone to really like stay on a straight positive path because you like these guys are older guys. These guys are like middle-aged men now. So y'all been through certain things in y'all lives. It's certain ways that y'all should go about things. Charleston White, yeah, I understand he's going to juvenile homes, he's going up to the courthouses, he's trying to help laws get changed, he's helping young brothers get their time reduced. But at the same time, when you speaking on the internet to try to get noticed, you don't really gotta go about it that way. Because when you go on these interviews, you sound real positive. But when you're on the
Real
internet by
good.
yourself, you sound like you want to kill the whole world and just fuck the world. That's just backwards to me.
That's highs all day. That's highs too all day. Highs
Yeah,
getting on videos, interviews and shit like that. He talk real calm and productive. But when he ever get home, it's about rocking niggas snot box, turning niggas TV off, all kind of shit. So
yeah,
like
it's crazy.
with these internet dudes, I'm gonna say this. And I only can say this like with the calmest way I know how to say this. With these internet dudes, there's a day for you to meet these people in real life. Whether it be 10 years, 5 years, 4 years, 2 years, 50 years. You're gonna end up meeting these people again. So you must be mindful how you speak to people on this internet. Like
Yeah,
people don't exist.
definitely.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
definitely a fact. Definitely.
So so with Charleston, and how he solidified all types of gangs and calling police officers and calling prisons and getting people's phones taken from them and shit like that. That's a death stroke. So anybody that's a youth over our kids, he teaching our kids to tell for one. He
Yeah,
teaching
that's a
our
fact, and
kids. Yeah,
that's
right.
not the way to go.
Right, and it's definitely not. He teaching our kids to tell. He teaching our kids to be mindful to the their elderly because with a lot of shit that he explaining, that's gonna give a child rebellious. Because what's the
Yeah,
first thing he say about the kids who's locked up? He always blames the parents. He always feel
that's
like
a
the
fact.
parents is the fault of you know what I'm saying. So that's brainwashing your child right there to feel like you wasn't good enough to deal with them in their situation. Here comes this dude right here. He comes every day, talk to us, and here you go, you home in your bed at night. So you can kind of see where the shit is really gonna go with Charleston White. With Charleston White, he got problems with gangs. Now he's starting to have problems with the deceased mothers of
Yeah,
the victims that they started their little campaign with. Now it's all of a sudden LPG Duck Mother was his favorite out of all of them. Now all of a sudden, him and Tuka Mama got something going on. See, this is what I'm talking about. Like it wasn't a movement; it was all a play. You know what I'm saying? It was all a
yeah,
play. You know what I'm saying? And like the nigga Jay Cheese, he's no better because he victimized on Tuka Mama to try to get information off her, and Charleston White knew that. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And
That's what
Charleston
I
White
feel.
knew that.
Yeah, I feel he was trying to just get some numbers and get some money out of that. I don't. These people don't really genuinely care.
No, they really don't. It's just the point that these platforms paying big money for whoever got these big stories. Reason why they
Yeah,
pay for you to go on top of their platform, because whatever they giving you, they gonna get that shit triple, double back. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
It's like almost cashing in an insurance policy and paying for it right there on the spot, just to know that you're gonna get triple what you just paid. Who wouldn't do that?
hell yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I
hell
would
yeah,
do the same thing. So far as in the so far as in being agents and shit like that, I do believe they hire the nigga Charleston White to be an agent. I won't give a fuck what you say. I
yeah.
believe
I wouldn't,
they
yo. I'm not gonna lie. I probably wouldn't put it past that to be true because the way he says certain things on interviews and how he says it, it's like I don't know if this guy really is just like a regular like supposed activist, how he says it. Because I remember on the interview with him and DJ Academics asked him, he said, "Yo, would you ever call the police on someone?" He said, "Yeah, yeah, I would." He said, "If you threaten me, I'm gonna call the police. I'm gonna tell them that you threatened me, and then I'm gonna kill you." I'm like, "Oh shit, this nigga's one of them motherfuckers that he really a
Listen,
down south, like really one of them south people that's like kind of
the
different. Like
uncle,
he'll stay
the
on
Uncle,
his property, and if
yeah,
you
he
come
the
at him, he
Uncle,
gonna shoot you."
yeah, he the Uncle Ruckus of the hood.
Yeah, that's exactly how I look at him, like one of those. Cause like I don't
Yeah,
understand how some people just be just tearing down some of their people so much of that way. I can understand you probably tried to get a message out here and there, but it's every time that you're on live, you disrespecting, you disrespecting someone's dead
I'm gonna
families, you
tell you, I'm gonna
disrespecting
tell you,
someone's hometown.
I'm gonna tell you what he remind me of, and I've seen this before. And if y'all don't believe me, y'all start paying attention to the shit yourself. Uh, there was some, they some people out in my neighborhood. Through the years, I guess, they really didn't really, what I'm saying, take care of themselves, shit like that. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And as they got older, they got sicker, and it was about to die. Uh,
shit.
um, a lot of people feel like if they don't have that much time on earth, they'll cut the food, they'll cut the rug. See, to me, he want to die bad. Like he tell you he wants to die. Like, oh, he waiting on somebody to come do something to him. People like that, I'm gonna tell you, man, lot of this shit that's going on in this man's head, this man might be sick and about getting ready to die.
Yeah, some people. It's a few bloggers I seen saying that they saying that he's looking skinnier and skinnier, and I heard that his wife had filed for a divorce. I don't know how true that is. I don't try to get too deep in, you know what I'm saying, some these bloggers' lives, but it's just what other bloggers are saying, and that could cause stress on the person too. You know what I'm saying, lead
Right,
someone into depression. So
right.
I just
But I don't think that's what it was. I don't really think his wife leaving him have anything to do with it. And if you can look
yeah
in his face, if you look at Charleston's face, his face is starting to smush in. Like,
yeah it
like
is.
every time you see him, his face is starting to more and more his cheekbones start to develop
Yeah,
more than
it look like
skin,
he's getting skinnier in his face
skinny
too.
and skinnier. So
Yeah,
what I'm saying is a lot of these dudes, a lot of these dudes like him, I done seen they act out like that. Like I'm talking about they last days they was doing some of the craziest shit. Like shit
yeah.
they wasn't never doing before. All of a sudden they
Hmm.
just go crazy with it. Like they calling the police on people. Any loud music, they got motherfucking cops running down, or they
Yeah,
got people in the neighborhood watching
yeah,
your
that's a
house,
fact.
all kind of stuff. So like, I believe the nigga I think the nigga sick and he finna get ready to die. I think it's
He
some shit he
probably could
ain't
be
getting on his
suffering from
YouTube and he
something.
telling people.
Yeah, he probably could be suffering from something. People with dementia and like what Parkinson's, some of them intend to bug out sometimes. Like people with dementia and Parkinson's and what's the other one called? Syphilis can make someone do that too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, whatever going on with Charleston White, it ain't got nothing to do with his head. Only reason why
Yeah.
it's fucking with his head because it's got his body sick. And everybody know once you tend to go sick, I don't care if you catch a cold, you gonna be in
Wax
a
dog,
fucked up
salute,
mood.
big bro.
You know
Yeah,
what I'm
that's
saying?
definitely a fact.
Yeah, you
Big
gonna
bro,
feel
wax
bad.
dog.
Like, well, salute to the panel, salute. And once you grow sick like that, once you grow sick like that, especially the way that I'm thinking that he is sick, you really gonna have an attitude. Like just having a cold or the flu or something, man, your significant other or kids cannot come in there talking to you any kind of way. You gonna
That's a
snap
fact.
like, yo, go sit your ass down. I don't feel good today, bro. Like, look, man, we'll try this shit again tomorrow. Just go sit down
That's a
right now.
fact.
I don't feel it. My nose fucked up. Just go sit down. So you can imagine if something inside of his body that's killing him day by
Yeah.
day, he know at some point he got an expired date. but maybe he trying
Yeah,
to rush
definitely.
to go on to kill him so it can make it look like he died from a murder instead of a sickness.
Yep, that's exactly what it is. So somebody really come for him or something like he wants to make it being played off. I get it now. These guys are
Yeah,
so
yeah,
some of these
yeah,
guys is
yeah,
crazy on here, man. I don't get it.
yeah.
But maybe that's why he is lashing out. He probably just lashing out that way because he probably just know maybe his time is coming. He probably just, you know what I'm saying? He got nobody really, you know what I'm saying, rocking with him. Like he probably don't have no real genuine friends that much. He probably doesn't have anybody that's that
No,
genuine.
nobody
There
but
go
Do,
AP.
nobody but Dewberry. Dewberry, the only nigga that's sticking up for Charleston White right now. Everybody else,
AP, salute, big bro.
Salute. Trades, what up? Sincere, what
what's
up,
going
my
on?
boy?
What's going on?
What's
What's going
good? Yeah,
on,
I ain't
big
gonna
brother?
lie, man. I had to do me a loud shit. I
Yeah,
said, I'm bored as hell. I don't know
Hey,
if I
hey,
want
this
to wait
Mac
till
Me. Let me
January
get this call
1st.
right here. We'll pull right back up. This Mac Me.
All right,
okay,
cool,
okay.
copy.
Yeah, yeah. So shit, man. Shit, man. Yeah, man. Like I said, though, a lot of time, man, these guys be sick, man, and that's the reason why their head be so fucked up. And it got me to think: should we start looking at highs the same way? Did some shit happen with you, other than you just call yourself being tired? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Because you got too much anger built up on you, brother. You know what I'm saying? You too
that's
grown
a
to even
fact.
have that much anger. You expect that type of anger from a 17-year-old on down to a 13-year-old.
Yo,
Anything from
that's a
18
fact.
and better, you got to have some type of self morals about yourself.
Yeah, that's a fact because to be honest, like I'm 33 years old. You know what I'm saying? So it's certain things that I will not let get to me. And especially if I got kids that I know that I'm out here living for and I gotta set a better example for them. So you know what I'm saying? So it's no way that and especially it's no way I'm gonna lash out and behave the way I am on the internet, on the you know what I'm saying, on the YouTube because the internet is forever. It don't matter if you delete something. Someone's gonna have a screen recorded. You get what I'm saying? So there's no way that you could just beat the internet if you could do
That's
something
right.
and then think it's just going away. No way. Your kids is gonna be watching you. You got other family members. You got other friends that probably never expected to look at you like this. You know what I'm saying? Some people gotta realize sometimes the internet will make you look real crazy and make you look like that's not even you. And you could even look back like, damn, I was acting like this. There's
Yeah.
no way I was acting like this. Like, but some people don't realize that because they get too caught up in the hype with the internet, the numbers, then the money start coming in and things like that. Then they start meeting other people intertwining. So they feel like all of that's with that, they intend to lose themselves and they start not remembering what the real message was about, what the real picture is for.
I
And
can
some of
go
them
for
got to
that.
really like some of them
I
got
can
to
go for
start
that.
start to like get what I'm saying. Some of them start to like some of them need to just sit back, relax, and just try to catch themselves. Just remember what the real mission is.
Well, the real issue is we have men that's close to 50 years old acting if they were still in their 25s or 30s.
And that's the sad and that's the crazy part. That's the sad part because most people, most of the guys, most of the success. I'm not gonna lie. Most of like the successful bloggers, like the big bloggers, like Hassan, let's say Ten Toes Down, um, Doggy Diamonds, and I'm saying most of them they had grandchildren. You get what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
it's not even just your kids watching. You know what I'm saying? You got grandchildren that's about 5, 10 years old, 11, 12. And they, you know what I'm saying? So the way you go about these things, your kid gonna watch it. And it doesn't matter if it's for TV. It's not like it's an acting script. This is your independent job on here. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So it's basically how you're moving. No one's telling you to act this way. No one's giving you a script. You get what I'm saying? So how would you really feel like if let's say your wife ain't watching nothing, and then somebody just coming to your wife, do you see your husband on YouTube? Like, you get what I'm saying? Like
Right,
stuff
right.
like that is just it's just crazy. People don't really
No,
realize. I
I,
get
be-
that.
I, be- I believe in anything. I believe his wife was getting death threats with
Yeah, I believe his family was getting those too because it's no way that you could be talking this like the way you talking about rappers, even some rappers that's from the hood, and just when you talk on regular deaths that's going on, because I'm pretty sure it's mad people that watch him, even people that's not subscribed. So
mm-hmm.
it's other people that's not gonna comment, people that probably just want to wait to address you on YouTube in the
Right,
street.
right.
They might not even have to. They might not even have to do nothing to you. They aura, they energy, and all of that alone, like you know what I'm saying. This that's coming from the spirit could just throw you off. You be like, damn, and they probably could just want to talk, but it's just all of the things that you're saying that make you think someone want to do something to you when someone approach you that you don't know. You know what I'm saying? That's why the best way I feel is to just
Yeah.
be a little positive. If you got an issue with somebody, it's nothing wrong with somebody probably make a little this video if y'all make some jokes, but y'all can still talk it out in the back.
I mean, I mean, with these dudes here, they setting a new trend where you can be able to get on the internet to say whatever you want. And
Yeah,
a lot of people looking at the trend of it, but nobody's not seen to look at the problem of it. The problem is, uh, these guys go live, and every time they go live, either someone or somebody is trying to get at them. Like
yeah,
Hassan did a interview on the outside of his building, and somebody
yeah.
threw a bottle at him.
Oh, I definitely remember that. I remember
Yeah,
that. That's right when he
yeah,
was under the
nigga threw a
scaffolds.
bottle at him, like a whole bottle. You hear the whole bottle cling. Doo-doo-doo-doo. So this lets you know that everywhere that they go, they getting tight sniped at. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Over four or
that's a
five
fact.
game members done try Charleston White. And every time he called the police, he telling
That's
the
a fact.
police, yeah, they put the gun in the car. Go over here and look in the car. They got the gun right there. Like,
Yep. And that's why they gotta understand. That's why they gotta understand that there's people that's watching the internet that's not commenting. Some people that really love some of these people that they might be attacking you for. You know what I'm saying? It might not be the person that you're talking about that's attacking you. It might be a person that loved that person. And the person that you're attacking probably didn't even tell that person to do nothing. They just really like got that genuine love for that person. They've been around that person and they just want to feel like, all right, I'm doing the right thing. You know what I'm saying?
right,
Like some
right,
people feel like that. They justifying it that way.
right, right. But see, a lot of actions on the internet, especially with content creators like them, a lot of the shit on the internet is basically like a scorn thing more than they trying to
Hell
get their
yeah.
point across.
That's
This
definitely a
this
fact. Like
remind, yeah, this remind you of a situation when you home and you say, "Baby, I'm finna go to the gym," and she say some shit. Well, like, well, what time you coming home from the gym? Well, it's 7:20 now. I should be done no longer than 10:30. Well, well, if you don't be home at 9:30, you won't get none tonight, and I'm not cooking you dinner.
you know how that is. When your woman on
Yeah,
your ass, she on
right.
your ass.
So that's how they be trying to put the YouTube game in the headlock.
Yeah, they
Oh, you
definitely
don't
are.
want to you don't want to act like you don't like me. Well, let me see. Can I call your parole officer or some shit like that? Or let me get over here and talk to Mel Hopper and see can I get your show canceled so you can't go over there and talk to Mel Hopper. Both of these
Yeah,
niggas done
like
did it.
yeah,
Both of them.
corny stuff like that.
Right. So what I'm saying is they have more of the female tendencies, feminine tendencies more than a masculine
That's a
tendencies.
fact. They
Like
definitely, yeah,
so when you talking about when you talk let me clear my throat. When you're talking about a person like Charleston White, Charleston White is very intelligent. Do not take this away from the man. The man is very intelligent. And if
yeah,
nobody see the game that he's trying to play, he's actually trying to get someone to take him out. Reason why I say this right here, and the reason why this is coming up is because if you take him out, whatever he got going on, we would never know. That's
that's
one of,
true.
and then he one of them deep south motherfuckers. He believe if you kill him, he'll get to heaven. So out of all the bullshit he doing now, he feel like if you come and take his life, he'll go to heaven. I done heard him say that in one of his videos. Uh, um, so when you got these superstition overthinkers and shit like that, everything they see, they think about, oh shit, is this the point where I get got? You know what I'm saying? Is this the point?
Yeah,
Look
that's
at the part
definitely
where there
true.
was when Highs were walking down the street. He got into it with a young boy. He backed out the gun. You know what I'm saying? Look at
Yeah,
it when Charleston White got into it with the people in Texas, and everybody try to run to their car. He telling the police they put the guns in the car. See,
yeah,
they ready for online alliances, meaning that they ready to go to war with whoever online. But when it comes down to some real personal shit, these niggas calling the law.
oh yeah, they not ready. They definitely not ready for no like real, real life situations, and that's what they don't realize. Like the internet is not for everybody. Like it's for everybody, but not everybody is for the internet. You get what I'm saying? So when
Right,
you say something about someone here, or if you disrespect somebody, best believe if that person, even a person could be an internet person, it could just be somebody that's so stand up and they don't care and they just probably just not gonna take the disrespect. You know what I'm saying?
right.
So if you disrespect the wrong person or the right person, someone's gonna check you. And you're gonna have to be
That's a
ready and
fact.
prepared for somebody to come check you if you speaking
That's a
on a
fact.
person that and if you speaking, especially if you speaking on their family, it's like when they was coming at how they was talking about T.I.'s son, I didn't like that. So I'm like, he's a little kid. He was, you know what I'm saying, getting in. I ain't gonna say getting in a grown man business really, but maybe he should have like. You do gotta respect your elders, but the way they coming down on that little kid, you gonna make him act worse. You know what I'm saying? You're
Hmm.
not putting the little kid in his place. You ain't even trying to talk to him like he's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Talking to him like you talking to him like you want him to come shoot you or you want to go shoot him. You calling him a little ugly bastard. You call him Hassan was calling him Fraggle Rock, and he was just saying like you're disrespecting a little kid.
Yeah,
And then the
yeah.
thing is what I did the thing with that with Hassan is I feel like he played himself with that when Charles White was going at it with T.I. And he said, yo, I'm gonna take Charleston White's place and try to act like he, you know what I'm saying, doing this for Charleston White. It all backfired on him because look what happened.
I
Charleston
think
White
I
just
think it
dissed him.
was a set scheme. I think it was a set scheme. I think Charleston White fucked most of these mothers
Hell
because
yeah.
because you got to think about it and you got to take it back to what he was saying a couple months ago. You remember when Charleston White was saying that he don't do no youth for no grown people, right?
Yeah, he
But
definitely did say
it's
that.
right. But it's funny. It's funny that all the people, all the mothers that he have on board with him, their sons was grown men and gang members.
Yep. Every single one.
Right.
Every
So
single one.
every single one of them, they were all gang members. They try to say, oh well, Tuka wasn't in the streets and stuff like that. I don't know how true that story is. I'm not from Chicago, so I'm not gonna
Oh,
speak on that.
Tuka was a GD. He was FBG ducking them man.
Yeah, 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 but at the same time, if you I did a breakdown of this the other night. If you break down what's going on, you never heard of an innocent kid in your hood getting killed unless they were just a big ass shootout and so happened the kid get caught up. You
Yeah,
never
he was
heard
sitting at a bus stop by himself.
right. So what that mean is them boys opposition probably done saw him hanging over there with Duck and them and took
Hmm.
it as he was a gang member.
Yep, that's
That's
exactly
what
what it
happened.
was.
That's what
He
happened.
really
It
had
had to
beef.
happen
Yeah,
like that. They didn't
he
just
really
find a
had.
dude. They
Yeah,
didn't
he
just
really
find a
had
dude
beef
at
with
no
Chief
bus
Keef
stop and
too.
killed them, bro. Come on now.
Hmm.
They didn't just
That's a
see
fact.
this
Ain't
dude.
nobody just killed him just to kill him.
Yeah, ain't
You know what I'm
nobody just
saying?
seen this dude. Shout out to his mother though. I'm not here to put no backlash on the game or none of that. But what I'm saying is I'm a grown man and I'm gonna respond accordingly how this
Yeah,
shit go. And I don't
that's a
believe the
fact.
way that they trying to tell me it went. It went like that. It don't go like that. It don't.
It definitely don't. That was, you know what I'm saying? He was, they all young, but young dudes step in the streets early, so
Right.
that's what comes with the game, maybe we don't
And
know. He
who to
was
say?
like 14.
And,
Maybe he could have killed somebody. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
We
but
don't know.
who to say? But who to say? Because we don't know. We're not from Chicago, and this is where I try to get like the mothers today to understand. You don't know what your kids are getting themselves into when they leave your home. Only thing you know, your child is a good child. You raise
That's
them
a
the
fact.
best way you can. You make sure they had school clothes, shit like that. But once they get outside your door, it's no telling what's going on with your child.
That's definitely the truth
So
because any kid could be outside tearing up the streets, tearing up the streets. As soon as they get in the crib, they an angel, you
they,
know?
yeah, right. And you would never know that your son just went over there, and he the reason why Miss Brenda's son is dead.
That's
He
a
come
fact. And he,
when your son come in the house, you might tell your son, "Hey, son, I got some bad news. What's up, ma? Miss Brenda's son got killed. Here,
yeah,
oh, damn, that's fucked up.
yeah. And not
Then
knowing
he
that
shoot.
he the
Yeah,
reason.
then he shoot in his room like, oh shit, man, my mom know about that shit, bro. Hey man, we might
Yeah,
have to go get rid of that. And that right there is where we got the problem. That's
that's a
right there where we got the
yeah.
problem at.
That's what a huge problem is
Man,
because they
that's
don't
where
realize
we
that.
got the problem at. Yeah.
Yeah, cause you ever
We
notice?
say,
You ever notice? Like, sorry to cut you off, but you ever notice like even when you younger and you like got all of your friends, and then your parents like, oh, stay away from that one kid right there. They always got that one friend that they might not like, and it's always like that with every group of friends. But
yeah,
that one parent looking at that kid crazy, but not knowing they family love that boy. Maybe you don't know what's going on in their house, or maybe it's
right,
not that easy for them. Sometimes
right.
it's that way too. Because to be honest, I don't think it's a bad kid in the world. I wouldn't even say bad parenting. I would just say it's the situations of certain people, what we get put in. But it's still up to us to get out of them and how we deal with it. But
Yeah.
sometimes our backs be against the wall, and sometimes we have no other way out.
Well, Chicago like LA, bro. Like
Yeah,
I don't know too much about Chicago, but so far as
yeah,
the
because they're
studies
born
I
into
did,
their gang culture out there. In
they they
Chicago
they,
and LA, they're
they
born into
are
it.
they are very heavily populated into gang culture. You are absolutely right. You took it right out my
Yeah.
mouth. They mamas kids was GDs and BDs.
Hmm. That's a
Like
fact out there. It's heavy out there.
it's heavy. You know what I'm saying? Just like LA, LA the same way. At the age of 3 or 4, they like to strap a flag around your head.
Yep.
You know
Already.
what I'm saying?
Already they throwing
Like,
up signs in elementary
how you
schools.
feel?
Like,
Right, right. So with with all of that happening, even though she felt like she had a good kid, I would have been got him out of there. I'd have got him out of there.
yeah,
As soon as that war would have broke off, little JoJo got killed, I'd have took him out of the hood immediately.
yeah.
That's what I would have did.
That's definitely fair. I would have did the same thing too because once you have a way to get out, you just find a way to invest, get your family out, and then you can invest more. Other people that stick by really close to you, you can help them too, put them in position. I'm not saying just give them stuff because when you just give stuff, people are going to be expecting. You know what I'm saying? So you just help them, put them in a way to get money. That's why I respect how Cameron was moving with the Dipset movement. Some people could say things, but he put everyone in a position to get rich and stay rich. You know what I'm saying? It's on you to keep that going. If you fuck up, then
Keep
I
that
don't know if
going.
I could keep helping you.
Right,
You know what I'm
right,
saying? Because if I keep
right,
helping you, I ain't gonna have nothing. I can't be any assist to any further help along the line. So we all
right.
got to play a part in staying busy and
Definitely, and
keeping the work going.
that's the biggest fact. That's the biggest fact of it all, right
Yeah,
there. And a lot like the dude from last night. Oh, I can't think of my man's name. We was on the Bro AP show last night, and we was about touching on the same situation. And he just kept asking. He just kept asking. He just kept asking. I really didn't want to say nothing, but I had to. You know what I'm saying? And this is about the same thing with these guys. These guys is not in the game the way they are for no reason at all.
yeah,
You know what I'm
that's a
saying?
fact.
I with this Charleston White and Charleston White, Little Dirt, um, Kanye West, all these above the rim guys. Really, the shit that they got going on is what they were calling at the job. This is on our pay grade right here. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? This is under the pay grade right here. The type shit that they got going on is under the pay grade. I won't really say Haas got in good with them to the point where his life will be straight, but he's making chips off of what he do. You know what I'm saying? He make
Yeah.
chips off of what he do. It might not be a whole bunch of chips, but it's something. You know what I'm saying? But a person like Charleston White, person like Dirk, person like Kanye West, person people like them, they're above the rim. They already the
Yeah,
laws
definitely.
already know what type of guys they are. And
Hmm.
Charleston White trying to find his way into being a Freemason. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Charleston
I
White
can
trying to
see it.
find some type of way to slip in to become a Freemason. Like all the other ones, like Kanye West, Little Dirk, all of them. They trying to all figure out a way right now to do the shit. You know what I'm saying? They see that once you're down with it, you can get away with shit. You can do this, you can do that. You know what I'm saying? But they don't tell you that you have sworn secrets that hangs over your head, and if any one of them ever get revealed, that's the same sword that's gonna chop your neck off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a
Like,
fact. And what's the better way to join? Just keep tearing down your people, destroy your people, and that's how
right,
they gonna get noticed.
right. So he kept asking last night. He was like, "How did Little Dirk get out of his case?" The Freemasons. Yeah, yeah, I
Hmm.
understand that, man, but no. It wasn't. I was like, bro, ain't nothing in America outdoing the Freemasons, bro.
That's a fact.
Ain't nobody in America outdoing a Freemason but a Freemason.
That's a
That's
fact.
the only person that can see a Freemason is a Freemason.
That's a fact. Because those are only people, you know what I'm saying? Once you're a Mason, you can't get touched. Only those people could touch you. You in their society. So it's like they're heavily protected. You don't see the protection, but if nothing happens to them, nothing goes on.
Yeah, yeah. So with that, that's how Dirt beat his case. On the side, Dirt did tell. Don't get this confused, people. He did tell. He told. He told. He told. Oh yeah, he told.
That's what I think too.
But
Yeah, I think that too.
right,
Because
yeah, yeah, he
he was the
definitely
one on
told.
camera.
Yeah, yeah, he definitely told. He definitely told. But it's not the type of telling that we know. He
Yeah.
told for the reasons so his Masonic brothers can help him with his case. Why you think everybody that was around that case was getting trimmed down little bit by little bit, little bit by little bit, little bit by little bit,
Yeah. Everybody was dying
including
around him slowly.
Vaughn. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
Including Vaughn. You know what I'm saying? They knew that him and Vaughn couldn't be together when they struck the plan. So what they did, they gave both of them an order of protection against each other. They couldn't be around each other. They couldn't call each other. They couldn't do none of that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know. They couldn't do shit
And
together at all.
right, right. So with that, with the order of protection, they already done sent the agents out to start watching these niggas. It ain't no police officers watching you. You might see two, three car down the street, motherfuckers sitting on the side of the road. You be like, yo, bro, that's the feds right there. Yeah, they looking at us. No, they're not the feds. No, they
Yeah,
ain't the feds. But
that's a
just
fact.
make sure you're doing what you're supposed to do, so they don't have to get out this car.
Definitely a fact. They had that whole. He had the whole thing planned out. He had the
The
whole
same
thing
lawyer,
planned out.
ain't it funny? The same lawyer that was in the case in that video where Vaughn and Dirt was in court together. That's the same motherfucker that was at the airport when Vaughn got pulled at the airport.
Yeah, it was.
The same motherfucking white lady.
Yep, definitely.
That's what I mean about they hire their own agents, meaning that they hire their own. They got their own people. They don't hire no security guards. They ain't hire no police officers. They ain't hire none of that. If you're not a Mason, you're not a 33, 30, 30, or which one of them levels you are, you will not, you will not get as far as you think you will. And to a lot of people who got music on their mind to do music, just be aware of what you're doing when you're signing that deal. I don't give a fuck how big the deal is or what the negotiation to the deal is. Be careful what you sign on to. Make sure you have a public or pay attorney to watch your shit for you, yo. Like, cause you might sign some
Yeah,
shit. They get you out of there in a week. Mm.
Hell yeah, that's a fact. There's a lot of shit with the laws that there's ways to get through it, but some of these people don't know it.
Look at Gucci. All his artists
Yeah,
down there went to prison.
hell yeah,
What
all of
the
them is
only one that
going.
I only one that had some good sense was Big 30. He went over there to CMG. Niggas
Yeah,
over there ain't getting locked up. I'm going to CMG.
yeah, that's a fact. Cause everybody's going Fujiano, fucking
Who
that
shiesty?
that kid Hot Boy West, who's Shiesty. You know what I'm saying? Like all of them got, and who else? The first one was Rollo. Rollo was the first one. He had got caught with all the pounds and shit on the plane.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
So
yeah.
it's like you see the chain of each group of people that's going through some things. You see So Icy going through some things. You see O Block, then you see NBA Youngboy and them NBA Youngboy, Quando Rondo, and that kid Lil Tim. He's locked up again. NBA Youngboy is still facing his shit. He's still on house arrest. So
Yeah,
it's
but
like
see, the
a lot of
reason
groups.
why only reason why little Tim keep getting locked up because the leaks keep telling him, look, man, go sit your ass down somewhere. We got this case. We were gonna take care of it. Only thing he's supposed to have did was go home, lay back, chill. He got off on the biggest thing, which is he wasn't the one that pulled the shot. That's how that shit works. He wasn't the one that pulled the shot. But if allegedly, if we gonna go with that, we're gonna go with that. Okay, he took the shot. Boom, bye. He was supposed to go home, chill, don't get in no trouble. When this all was over with, when their case was supposed to be finalized and up, they was supposed to give Tim the deal.
Yeah,
But Tim is starting to become a lot of trouble for them before he even get a chance to get his name through the media. He done been to jail like how many times? He done been shot how many times
yeah,
since
he
that
went through
shit?
a lot of shit.
Right. So, like, he was supposed to go home somewhere and sit his ass down until Dirt beat his case. Once Dirt beat his case, now that they can see that they can trust him. Now they know Tim can hold a secret. Once you can hold a secret, then they allow you in to show you the rest of the shit, the rituals, the shit like that. And he went against the grain, just like um, just like Gucci. If Gucci get caught up in any kind of way, all that bullshit Gucci was doing back in the day, stab motherfuckers in jail and all this shit right here, all that shit still hanging over his head.
It's gonna come
But
right back to him.
it's gonna come right back to him. But I honestly do believe that's not the same Guwap we had from back in the day. That's not the same motherfucker. That's
Yeah,
not
I
him.
believe it's a different person. I believe
Yeah,
it's a
that's a
whole different
different
person.
person, bro. And too many videos out there that explain that, break that down, how this nigga is a whole. Like they done took tattoos off this man's face and put it on the wrong side. Um, his face done got slim at the bottom. You remember Gucci used
Yeah,
to have a fat face at the bottom, like
yeah,
nah,
that's
the
a
nigga
fact.
slim shit. He
Yeah,
came out looking like Randy Savage, Macho Man. I'm like, man, what the fuck is going on? Like,
yeah.
yeah, you knew that
Even the
wasn't
shape
Gucci.
of his head, even the shape of his head. He used to have a little bean shaped head, but now his shit like look bigger. His forehead look bigger and all of that too.
They had to get rid of the old Gucci because the old Gucci was too uh what NBA YoungBoy is today. Gucci was
Yeah,
what NBA YoungBoy is today. You
yeah.
know what
He
I'm
was
saying?
wild.
He was too fucking wild. You know what I'm saying? All them songs talking about hitting licks, selling bricks, all kind of shit. And back then, shooting was not a biggest thing like it will be today. Selling dope was, and being on the block or just having a gun was big enough then. You know what I'm saying? And everybody in 1017 got fucked up, but OJ the Juice Man. OJ the Juice Man was a smart one. He ducked out of 1017, got away from it. Blocker went through legal procedures. Gucci went through legal procedures. Frenchie going through legal procedures. Frenchie just got fucked up by some shit not too long ago.
Yeah, he got sentenced to 25
uh,
years for
what's the other Brick Squad
home
niggas?
invasion.
The other Brick Squad niggas, damn near all of them got fucked up around Gucci. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
All of them damn near got fucked up around Gucci. And that
that's a
was a
fact.
smart thing. OJ the Juice Man seen it, picked it up, and got the fuck out of there.
Yeah, he was real smart for that. I'm glad he wisened up real early, son, like and got low because
He
he could have been
almost
caught
got
up in
caught
some
up
shit.
though. I can't
Yeah,
lie. because that was some shit that happened with Brick Squad. That was some shit that happened with Brick Squad at a show one time, and shit got out of hand. You know what I'm saying? The shit just got out of hand, and they was, of course, they was trying to, trying to say that, Goo Wop by him being the leader, he initiated the whole thing, but they come to find out it was some shit that had something to do with Flocka and his cousin, what's that nigga named Frenchie. Flock
Yeah,
and his cousin Frenchie had something going on at the club that night, and they was trying to pin it on Gucci because Gucci was the leader. Back then, that's why I was saying, back then that shit used to fall back on your leader too. A lot of shit that you did in the streets fall back on your leader. But a lot of shit that Gucci had did, you know, the elites try to give him a chance to overachieve what he had going on, but he couldn't control it. So they took him, switched him out, and gave him a new 1017, which is why we got this new Gucci man.
yeah. Cause you see, like, if you see how it is now, it's not like how he was before. Because before he would have came out probably dissing somebody out the gate. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
Now he
no.
just,
If that would have been the old Gucci when your NBA young boy made that song, the old Gucci would have pulled up on him.
yeah, it would have been something real serious. So it don't matter where he would have been at either. He would have definitely pulled up on him.
Oh, Gucci would have pulled up on him. Gucci would have pulled up on him, son. Gucci would have
That's a
pulled up
fact.
on him. It would have been a problem. Somebody would have probably ended up getting hurt. I don't know how it would have went, but I just know it would have been pretty.
That's a fact. Mandoline Bando, salute, brother. It would have definitely been. It would have definitely been something because you know how he was before when he was going at it with Ti back in the days. He wasn't playing around with no games, and that shit with
I'm not, he won't.
with Jeezy.
Yeah,
It
you
was
see,
real.
you see how he did that. You see how he handled that. Like, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Look how he handled that. He like, yo, motherfuckers went to looking like, yo, Goo ain't no joke, is it? Nah, like, nah, nigga, you know what I'm saying? But that attitude Gucci had, that's the reason why they had to replace him because he was too rebellious. Like,
yeah,
once you start going against the guidelines and the protocols, you out. But if they feel like you a main name, like a real main name, there's so many of these celebrities I feel like they switched out. Do you know how easy it is to find a do you know how easy it
hell
is to
yeah,
find a
son.
motherfucker in this world that look like you?
Hell yeah, like dead serious because there's so many celebrity lookalikes, so many of them,
Yeah.
and it's all of them that go to jail. The ones that go to jail for a while and come back. And then it's like, yo, what the hell happened to this guy? Like, you look totally different, son. Even the voice don't really be like exactly the same. You can tell a little bit in the voice. I don't know if some people really notice, but the voice sounds like them, but it doesn't sound like how it really was before they went away.
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, you know, with the guys we was talking about, yeah, they some of them are paid to keep us thinking like this. Like
Hell
with
yeah,
Kanye, all this
that's a
shit is
fact.
don't even matter. Nah, it don't even really matter to Kanye, bro. Like none of that shit, the backlash, all that shit, that's all part of the act, bro. It's part of the act.
Hell yeah,
And what it is, it's a distraction to keep us thinking that they can have a civilized thinking just like we do. All right, they can be down
yeah,
to earth just like we can. Even though
yeah,
Kanye talked about, lowering his clothes down to an affordable price where people can be able to go to the store and buy his shirt for $20 as well as his shoes and shit like that. It's a little bit too late. Look how much money he probably done made easy. But then
yeah,
again, look how much money Yeezy done made the Freemasons.
yeah. Like billions of dollars. Like I know he made them
So
more money than what they're saying he was worth.
right. So when it was time for him to say, well, I'm gonna grab this and I'm just gonna go on back out. That's why Reebok and everybody has something to say, like, what the fuck is you doing? But Kanye
Yeah,
ain't had to do nothing but look at the big dog like, I'm good. Yeah, you good. You done made us enough money. We ain't tripping. I'm out,
That's a
y'all.
fact.
Peace. You know what I'm saying? I'm gone.
Hell
Nike,
yeah.
appreciate you for doing that little deal with me. Reebok, appreciate you for doing that little deal with me. Can't forget about you, Adidas. Yeah, appreciate that little deal. It's over.
Yeah, that's a
Only
fact.
thing he had to do was just look at the big dog. Am I good? Yeah, you good. Yeah, Kanye, you good, bro. You made us a lot of money. You don't even worry about nothing. You pick your shit up, you go if you need to.
Hell yeah, that's a fact. You know what I'm saying? Cause, and I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I feel like, and all of these people, they just slaves to their own work sometimes too. You know, because he got the deal, he had got the deal with them, and it's like now it's sometimes it be pressure because you got to keep coming out with ideas. Because if you look at the Yeezys, a lot of them have they've been repeating themselves coming out. You get what I'm saying? So, and he still got other designs that he was supposed to come out with. So I think he might be able to come out with some new designs. But you know, since he don't
Oh
got the
yeah,
deal, it's just they're not gonna have the Adidas logo. And I don't think Adidas own that old design, but I don't think they could put the name Yeezy on there no more.
the what Kanye West trying to do? Kanye West trying to what you call that word? It start with a P. Patronize. Kanye trying to patronize the contract, meaning that he trying to slow drag it all the way out. Kanye gonna
Yeah,
get to the last point of the contract, then he gonna come out with his designs, his new designs, his old designs, the designs he got in his books and stuff like that. He want first he trying to get it to the point where if I get them a basic easy, I can sell this much. I could buy myself out my contract for this much. All right, once I pay for my contract, then I can start giving Easy a bit bigger name. Once I
hmm
gave Easy their bigger name, now I'm trying to go for self-employment. Like I don't want no endorsements, I don't want nothing behind it. But the thing is, where they gonna fuck Kanye up in the contracts. Where they gonna fuck Kanye up? Cause Kanye signed the contract where any ideas, any ideas from that time till he was still signing on to them endorsements. If
yeah,
they can prove that them designs was made out in the time he was in that contract, he's getting sued
shit. And the
for
crazy
the
thing
lack
is,
for the lack for the lack for the lack of bring for the lack of coming forward with ideas because that's what they was paying Kanye for. They're not paying him
yeah,
all that money just to put one shoe in the store. They want all his designs. That's what he signed the
yeah,
contract for. All the designs.
yeah.
Like when you go
That's
to
a fact.
Tommy Hill store, you see there's a whole bunch of Tommy Hill. You go to the Nike outlet, there's a whole bunch of Nikes in there. It ain't just three Nikes in there out of 16 pairs.
Yeah, it's hundreds of different types of flavors you could choose from.
Right. He even got the Balenciaga Yeezys. We got the
Yeah,
Adidas Yeezys. You got the Nike
yeah,
Yeezys. So you think about these companies and how they design their shoe. You know, with Balenciaga, you got the big ass heels, the long ass foot, and you know what I'm saying. You know, with
yeah. That's a fact.
Reebok, you know, with Adidas, they got a lot of slides. You know, they got the joints with the little lines go across, but somehow he got it around it where Adidas couldn't even put their logo on it.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's definitely a fact. I remember.
All right, so that lets you know who's standing behind Kanye West. If this man could go to a company, make shoes, use a company, and have it where they couldn't even put their logo on it, you know who's supporting this nigga.
That's a fact, yo. And it's crazy because they already know for a fact that like 99% I'm saying of the loyal customers is gonna buy
Yeah,
it.
yeah. The first week Easy's came. Look, listen to me, man. They got a pair of Easy's online. This shits look like Chuck Taylors. These shits look like they've been wiped in mud, picked up, wiped off best way they could, and still got the dirt stains on them, bro. Like, listen to me, bro. These shits right here look terribly. You know how much them shits is? 2 grand.
And that's the crazy thing about it too, son. Like people really are gonna pay that for those shoes. And I ain't gonna lie, like to me, I don't think I would want to. Even if I was rich, I don't know if I would pay that much for some shoes, especially if they don't even look that decent. And then
No,
you're not even gonna have them forever, and you're not even gonna be wearing them a lot. You get what I'm saying? Like, you can't keep wearing the same shoe. You're gonna have a bad foot. So it's like to spend all of that money on one pair of shoes. That's just madness. You could get so many pairs of shoes and be good.
yeah, but see, that's another downfall. That's another downfall with the now when we talking about shoe executives, like they not. If I tell y'all this right here, y'all got to promise not to get mad, man. Uh, for real, no, I'm serious. I'm dead ass. Nike got a contract company over in China. Nike got
Oh yeah.
yeah, Nike got a contract company over there in China. Same places we all go to the mall, get our Air Force Ones. A lot of them be China shoes. Like, just
That's a
want y'all
fact.
to know this. Right. Do you know how much they pay for each one of them Nikes?
That's true. That's definitely a fact
20
because
cent, 20
they
cent a
got a
pair of Nikes.
they got a factory where they make Jordans there too.
Right, right, right. And guess how much they cost? 40 cent a pair of shoes.
I was just gonna say they like 30, 40, 50 cent or something like that.
Right, right. So while we calling to the Nike company, should we be calling China?
Yeah, that's the crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, but
And to delegate,
they don't want
this
to
is
give us that type of they don't want to give us that type of resource to get it for that. They want to charge us that arm and a leg.
but yet again, it's all got to be public information. Can't no business go. Okay, let me tell you how this go. Let me tell you how this roll. Even though that's a company overseas, even though they got a distribution, even though they got a distribution with a private contractor that's from our side,
Yeah,
this is how that goes. By him being from our side, we have a right to know what's going on with that building code. We are the people that's buying his shit for him to go over there and give them the money. You see how that works?
hell yeah.
So with that, what back? I know a lot of y'all probably saying, "Big Trades, what did that mean? What do that mean?" Y'all need to track down to see where they fuck they getting these shoes from.
That's a fact, son.
That's the
That's a
same place.
fact.
That's the same place that's gonna stop you for spending 120 on a shoe, and you can spend 50 cents and go get a house full of shoes.
Yeah, no lie, no lie. So
That's
like
what.
you can understand how much you could save. You could do
What?
extra. You get what I'm saying? You can invest more. It's plenty of things you could do.
But that's the slave trade. That's the slave trade of what's going on in America, bro. That's the
Yeah,
slave trade
definitely.
of what's going on in America. You got business owners that does this. They go to productional places, pay for shit for the cheapest, and then turn around and make us pay the highest.
Yeah,
So by the
that's a
time we
fact.
finish paying for the shoe, you thinking that we paying for a name. No, we paying for shipping, we paying for the handling, we paying for the store holding the shoe, and we paying to buy the shoe out the store.
Definitely.
They are pimping the fuck out of us.
Hell yeah. They always doing that, son. Let me see.
Just like a just like a store. Just like a store. You would think when you going in there spending your money, they should charge the store taxes because they the one that's running the store. They the one that's selling shit. You think they would charge them taxes? There they is, and they charging you too. But guess what? The difference is between my taxes and their taxes. You have to pay it at the end of the year. I have to pay it for everything I buy.
Yep, that's definitely a fact. It's more taxes for us, but that's why, because they're getting taxed, so they have to tax us so they can make back their profit.
Yeah, yeah, that's a fact. That's my brother right here. My bad. This is my brother right here. This is my brother Capone right here.
What's going on, fam?
Salute,
Salute.
salute, man, salute.
Yeah, but yeah, we were just touching on this last night. So, like with the tax bracket, how the tax bracket is, it's really an insurance identity fraud. You know what I'm saying with the tax bracket, which is what you got the revenue. revenue took a lot of people money that it shouldn't have been took. Like they docket shit that shouldn't be docket. That's why a lot of time when people go off in the future, a lot of time they would sometimes DOJ will make them repay people back for overcharging them for taxes. That's why when you look in your mailbox, your granddaddy might tell you, son, grandson, guess what I just did? You be like, what, granddad? I went to my box today and I had a $10,000 check from the Department of Revenue.
Word. That's a fact.
Granddaddy, how the hell you get 10 grand like that? Man, you remember that shop I was having over here, such and such? Yeah, my bill was at 106, but they was charging me 127. And I was doing this for 10, 15 years straight.
Hell yeah. Hey,
What's up?
peace.
That little
Salute, big bro.
$67. Salute, big bro.
What up to my bros, man? What's the wave, man?
Ain't nothing,
You
man.
already
Just
know, man. Tapping in on this good knowledge, man. You already know what's going on, man. Tapping in on some good knowledge.
just talking about
So,
tapping in on, you know what I'm saying, trying to talk about what's going on in the world right now, man. You know, it's a lot of crazy shit. You know, Kanye. You know, we just talking about that. You know, I just been low with it, man. Just been trying to just gather some real, you know what I'm saying, different type of content, man. Cause
yeah,
you know it's too
right,
much bullshit going on. So I'm trying to get some positive shit going, like positive speaking and shit.
right.
Right. I think, bro. I think that thing with Kanye, man, it's still going downhill for him, bro. I'm saying people missing the message, bro. Like, look at the effect that his decision is having on his life. There has to be a reason other than he. It's not that he just said something that people dislike. He sent a powerful message, and motherfuckers just overlooking it, bro.
Yeah,
That's right.
he did.
That's right. That's right.
He sent a
Like I
powerful
said,
message.
like I told y'all, the same shit they hold over your head, man, it'll be the same sword to chop your neck off.
Definitely. It definitely will. Because those are the people that got him on the forefront. You know what I'm saying? He's just the face of what they're behind. So now that he said something that they didn't approve of, they're not gonna kill him. They're just gonna strip him down to everything piece by piece.
And that's crazy. They damn near just stripping him of of his livelihood, like hitting him
Yeah,
with the money thing. Is like that dude just sued him for $900,000, and then he's suing him for another 3.6 that he allegedly owed him. So the whole lawsuit is like $4.5 million. So
yeah,
he said that's
and
stupid.
and George Floyd's family is suing him for a quarter billion, 250 million, because of what he said behind George Floyd.
Yeah, yeah. But what with them now, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something about that family. You know, if y'all watching, you know, this is no diss, no shots, no nothing. But I think y'all got a. I think besides Kanye, I think y'all got a bigger fish to fry. And what I mean by that, y'all need to be trying to attack that BLK shit. You know what I'm saying?
Hell
Like,
yeah.
yeah, like y'all need to be like. Do you see the house that lady stay in, bro?
Yeah,
My
yo, son,
goodness,
she a huge crib. Like it's crazy, son.
yo, man, this shit is crazy. Man, the lady goes to the door and knock on the lady's door. She don't even
Yo,
want to open the door and talk to the lady.
it's crazy, son. It's like all of this gathering money for. It's not even to help nobody, no victims' families. They
No
just keeping that for themselves, and they're
facts.
doing nothing but nonsense. There's no community centers opening up. It's no youth centers opening. There's no, you know what I'm saying, they're not helping. I don't hear about them helping the homeless,
I
anything like that with this money.
think the proceeds went to. So let me ask, the Black Lives Matter and them other movements. I was under the impression that the proceeds went to like helping the family bury, the burial services and nonprofit organizations donating to the families, whatever charity they pick, or whether it's to make sure the family was compensated, or just if they couldn't pay for the funerals. That's what I thought the Black Lives Matter money was for. I ain't know
That's what
that
I
shit.
would have. That's
Actually, I'm gonna break this down to y'all, and this is how this goes. I don't know if y'all familiar with this. This is why I do health and public awareness, so y'all will know. if your loved one, if you have a loved, you or your loved one lose your life to the police department, you are entitled to $1 million. No questions. That's that's just from the department. You are entitled
Mm.
to $1 million. If you could prove that your child died wrongfully death through the police hands, that's $1 million off the rip. No questions asked. You can Google it and see the same thing I'm talking about. All right,
Oh man. See, and that's
right.
the information
So
that everyone needs.
Huh?
right,
Nah,
That's information everybody needs to know.
ain't information everybody need because a couple motherfuckers thinking right now, like, damn, that's like 2 mil right now.
yeah, but see, that's what the lady with the Black Lives Matter did. She went and got that money for these families. The family that money she got from these families actually goes to the family. The money that she got was supposed to go to each one of those family members. Each $1 million she was donated for each person that lost their life to the police. That was supposed to go to the family. Instead, she went to Los Angeles and built her a fucking condominium. No, did she buy one, bought a mansion, built one, something like that, some shit like that. Her and her colleagues, they all got houses on the same block. Like her house right here, the colleagues' house is right there. Like they all can walk out each other's doors and go have picnic with each other, all kind of shit. Ain't no getting in no car, going no 2 or 3 states over to go meet each other. None of that. They right there with each other. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
She
And it's
helped get the money. She helped got the money for the victim's claim, but she pocketed that money.
that's crazy. And you know it's crazy. You know they had for all the victims that died. You know they all had GoFundmes for their funerals. They all had a GoFundMe account. But George Floyd, however, but until Stephen Jackson said he was going to pay for it.
Yeah, he fucked it up. He fucked it. But see, that's the type shit that they do to stop you know what I'm saying? Any other thing, listen to me, bro. Listen to what I'm trying to tell y'all. And listen to me well. And it's about what I was telling my man last night. All this shit is control, bro. All this shit
Hell
control.
yeah.
If they really didn't want that woman to have that money for that Black Lives Matter shit, she would never had it.
That's a
A
fact.
lot of our selected a lot of our selected politicians are Democrats, Republicans, senators, all types of shit like that. That's how they got their job, by cutting the next person's throat.
Yeah, and they know exactly who they're putting in position too.
Right. And you can't have no heart.
That's a
You got to
fact.
be conscious like a motherfucker. You can't go in
Yeah.
that motherfucker with no 50-50 heart. They taking your ass up out of there immediately.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I already know. They know exactly who they be dealing with. They know exactly what they're doing.
Yeah, they know what they done. They know who they putting in there. What you think all them nonprofit, them $2,500 donations is for? They know what the fuck going on. They know who they put that money going on. Who they putting in there? This is who they supporting.
That's a fact.
Yeah, they trick us and
Like,
shit, and then the whole time the whole time they tricking us, and with this here go out they treating our peoples wrong, and then as soon as they get in position, they the ones that do our peoples wrong. Like that shit's some bullshit.
yeah, that's some
Yeah, that shit
bullshit.
is the worst of them.
But then again, but yet again, they would try to make us go fight with the people called the government, and we actually got snakes in our own division. You understand what I'm
So
saying? We got snakes in our own division.
let me
Black
ask you
people just
something.
like us. Black
Let,
people
let me
just like us.
let me ask you something, bro. What was worse? What Kanye did in his interview, or them motherfuckers stealing millions and millions of dollars from the Black Lives
The
Matter
motherfuckers
movement?
that's stealing millions and millions of dollars because what Kanye did could be
That's a
fixed.
fact.
You can't bring nobody back from the dead.
Facts. So why? So that's a fact. So why is he being punished in lives more than they is?
He
Because of
shouldn't
his.
be punished.
That's a fact. That's
They
because of his message.
they they only punishing. Listen to me, brother, and I'm Wax, me and you, we talk the good way. Listen,
Right.
they only allowing Kanye to do what he doing because he got a set agenda. And the set agenda is bigger than what he's talking about. The agenda is something that you don't never see. That's how they roll. They roll in secrecy. Like they have you thinking like, okay, two crackheads on the outside of the store fighting. But the whole time while these two crackheads on the outside fighting, everybody gather around looking at the crackhead fighting. They two dudes don't slip by and went in there and robbed the store. And y'all never saw it.
Yeah, but
When you
even
know
with
it
his
again,
message,
when you know it
even with
again, the
his
police pulls up and then you might go to jail.
even with his message, if he did have a set agenda, they knocked his ass out of position where he could deliver his message because he's no longer viewed the way with the power that they viewed him a week ago. It was all good just a week ago. So he don't have the same power and
Yeah, it
influence.
was.
He had a set agenda. They don't knock his ass out of position now.
No, he don't let
Yeah,
he don't fucked around. He don't fucked around. Got in there sipping too much of the same shit. What's the name said about your boy? He done got in there sipping too much of the henny and went to talking a little bit too much.
yeah. I think he got a little bit too ahead of himself. You know what I'm saying? He was thinking too highly of himself because he's in a different type of league from everybody. You know what I'm saying? He had well over $1 billion. So he felt like he could speak a certain way because he was amongst certain people, but
Here,
it backfired. You're not the same color as these certain people. You're not.
right.
You know what I'm
But,
saying? Like
but see,
they're
they should have
letting
fought. They
you
should have.
in. You get what I'm saying? They're
They
letting
should.
you in. You just here for a little ride. You're not here for the long one. So if you fuck up, that door's open. You can just kick you out.
It's
And
over.
that's exactly what
Yep.
happened.
And you're right. He thought he can freely talk like he was amongst his peers. And the whole time they was lining his ass up, Nori told him that the
That's a
powers that
fact.
be. I don't like the way that Nori did what he did though. Like I look at Nori a different type of way though. But
Yeah.
I agree with you, bro, 110%, bro.
Yeah, I
I
feel like
mean,
Nori did some like crazy shit because he's you know what I'm saying he's a blogger, a journalist, interviewer. So you know what questions to ask them. You can stop him at one point. You could stop him.
that,
You know what I'm saying? But
that's how
one
they
thing I
do. They
would say,
listen.
he said one thing. He said, "I'm a journalist." He said that is my job to ask questions and you know what I'm saying, to let them speak their truth. But sometimes when someone's speaking their truth a little bit, they getting a little bit deep. Sometimes you can feel the vibe and feel that it's off. I feel like he could have just tried to cut it a little short when he was getting a little bit deep.
No, he was paid. He was paid by the people. He was paid
Oh
by the
yeah,
people. You know what I'm
definitely.
saying?
And
What it was. He was paid by the people. The people stepped in order before. This is how they do. When it like just say I'm a big time celebrity. And y'all wanted to interview me, and I got some shit that's hanging over my head that can tarnish my career. They would come to
yeah,
y'all a week before. They would give y'all a dialogue, it's almost like a brochure. And these are the insured questions that should be asked to me as the interviewers. Like I supposed to get asked these questions, all down to the part. Where was you tonight when your homeboy got killed? They said a bank came up robbed, and you was so happy to be in the area. Shit like
yeah,
that, just to see how far shit can go. They test
yeah,
you like that to see can you hold information. And
yeah.
what
It was a
happened
setup.
was what happened was how it became a setup because once you mix a human being and liquor, it never mixes.
That's a fact. And Diddy and Kanye, they already wasn't getting along for a while. He's on Drink Champs. Drink Champs is on the Revolt Media. Who owns Revolt? Diddy.
What
Did he?
And
you are
who did he under? All of them Jewish people too. That's how
Right,
he's
yeah.
getting all of those elementary schools open.
Listen,
right.
man, the top elites that you got is the URL. It's
Yeah,
not BET, it's not MTV, it's not none of that. It's the URL. The URL was the first people to do street drops, streets like smack DVDs, all that bullshit right there. They were the first people to come up with all that shit right there. The hood shit, all that shit was sponsored by
yeah.
URL. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying?
And Diddy
All right,
sponsors that too.
right, yeah, but see, Diddy, the position that Diddy got as a high degree, Diddy still have to have a second signature. He can't do it on his own. He can't be like
Hmm.
like Jay. Jay can do it on his own. Jay can push a button right now and sign off on some shit. Look how he did for 21 Savage.
Yeah,
Jay did
that's a
that on
fact.
his own. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
he don't need no power. He already at the rim. Jay sitting at
yeah.
the big seat in the fucking at the goddamn Masonic center. He got the
And he's
big seat.
smart. He knows
You
how
know
to
what I'm
play
saying?
his position.
And he know how to play his position. And no matter how it go, it's hard as fuck to get an interview out of Hov.
It is. It's very tough. Like, it's not that easy. You probably get one interview out of him every year, 2 years.
Right.
Oh,
Right.
definitely. Because that recent interview he did with Kevin Hart, that was a real good interview too. I like that interview. That was the last
Right.
interview I seen from him in like about 3 years. And about 3 years ago, I think that's when he was on the Breakfast Club.
But see, Kevin Hart big enough. Kevin Hart big
Yeah,
enough. Kevin Hart
that's a
degree is
fact.
big enough where he can sit down with a motherfucker like Kanye West, Donald Trump, all that. Look what Kevin
Yeah,
Hart put down in the last couple of years. He ain't been out that long. And look how big of an
yeah,
impact he put into the game. Just off the
yeah. And
all right joke. Just off the all right joke, bro, brought him millions.
that's a fact. And he got a lot of good interviews. And Kevin Hart is very intelligent. So if I watch a
Right.
lot of his interviews, he's a smart brother. Like,
Right.
Yeah,
very
you're a
smart.
smart
So I
brother.
like how
Very smart.
he's very
All of all
intellectual.
All of them are very smart. All of them are very intelligent, but most of them are dumb
Not,
to the
not
fact
all of
that
them. That damn Tracy Morgan, that nigga stupid as hell, bro. He retarded. He dumb. That
Ariel
brother's not.
Spears stupid as fuck. What you think about Ariel Spears? That nigga is
There's
Yeah,
retarded.
he's Ari Spears is crazy to me too. I don't know about Ari Spears. So sometimes sometimes he's a little questionable.
Yeah, Tracy Morgan, he questionable. I don't know what the hell he be talking about. That nigga talking
Yeah.
about some crazy shit. That nigga retarded as hell. He ain't got no other choice but to be halfway funny because he retarded. I'm like, what the fuck is he talking about?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he be throwing me off sometimes, son.
Yeah, like, what in the hell? I was like, that's what you think about Dave Chappelle. I cannot stand Dave Chappelle's humor, his comedy, or nothing. I just don't. I can't get with him for some reason, bro.
Yeah, sometimes I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I could tune into him because he says a lot of things that make me think though. He says a lot of deep shit, but sometimes it's when he start lashing out. He lashes out sometimes a little bit when he do that little yelling. I'm like, he don't really got to do that. If he just stay calm with it when he really talking his shit, then I could just really like, all right, this somebody I can really just listen to all the time when he really got something to say.
Yeah, that nigga. I know that damn. I just can't get with him, bro. For some damn reason, like I seen the best of Dave Chappelle. That shit made me so mad. I'm like, this nigga corny as hell.
I think I think to me, I think, out of all the people though, I'm gonna tell you what I do respect about Dave Chappelle. Uh Dave Chappelle don't mind putting it out what these people's agenda is and what they're trying to do. Even though they almost took Dave Chappelle out. They almost took Dave Chappelle out for that shit too. He had a stand-up special. And the only reason why I liked the special because that was one part of the show. He got up there and he was speaking about the people, which was I know who he was talking about, but the people thought he was just talking about people, but he was talking about the elites. You know what I'm saying? And he was talking about the Hollywood Six Mansion parties and shit like that, and how the shit go. Before you sign your first deal, this is what you got to do. You have to go to this party. You have to be accepted by everybody. If everybody accepts you, meaning that I don't know what you do in this house, how it would go. All of this is allegedly. You go to this house, like all the rappers talk about this too. But I like the way Dave Chappelle put it because Dave Chappelle gave it to me raw. And how it goes before you sign your deal, they'll call you and let you know, hey, we like you. We like the idea you have. Can you come on in? We're gonna do what you call the shit rehearsal, orientation, rehearsal, some shit like that. Once they call you in, you go in. Before you sign the deal, they invite you to this house party.
Mm,
And once you
damn,
go in
that's
this house party, you got to go in, have a good time drinking and shit like that. Say you may have to go use the bathroom or some shit. You might look in a room. That might be one of the executives gunning down one of the rappers.
Damn.
Yeah, it's too deep with that. You know what I'm saying? Being in the industry, Hollywood, and it's a lot of things that they really do behind them closed doors that we don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like that's
Hell
why
yeah.
a lot of things
We
they say
know, we
like
just
it's
can't do nothing
just
about it.
it's just the hood. It's the hood, but it's just they just rich. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, but we can say something and do something about it, but our voice will never be heard unless we get that next Messiah that can run all of us, that can keep all of us in control. And that ain't
yeah,
nobody but them. You know what I'm saying? There ain't nobody else with that. That's just them. That's just them. They the only people that got it going on like this. So when everybody start to think, well, hey, look, the best thing for you to do, just own your own, get your money up, own your own business, and don't work for nobody.
that's a fact. That's definitely a fact. Because I feel like since all of that's going on with Kanye, since now he may have no choice. Well, he got no choice but to do everything independently. So once he do that, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people that's gonna still rock with him, support his brand, you know what I'm saying, support his music. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna do his music independently. Whatever other business ventures he might have, ideas he might have in store, I think he's gonna get support. I think he'll be all right. I think he'll be all right.
It's over. It's over. You see what they doing to the baby? You see what they doing to the baby? Yo, bro, you there?
Yo,
Yo, you see what
yeah,
they
that was
doing to
my
the?
girl calling me because I'm on StreamYard on my phone. I'm gonna tap out. Yeah, I'm gonna sign back in later, man. Salute, brother. Appreciate you.
All right, I'm going then. All right, see you,
All right.
brother.
Salute, Wax Dog, Wax AP, everybody that joined, man. Salute, y'all. I'm tapping back in later.